Hello, my name is Andrew Carapiet from Media Friendly. I'm a former BBC TV producer. This is a very short presentation on the secrets of media training, a few top tips. Basically, there are only two reasons why you should ever engage with the media, only two reasons why you should ever speak to the likes of me, a journalist. First reason is crisis, when something goes wrong. The other reason is success, when something goes right and you want to be proactive and promote something you've actually done. And basically, if I can show you a set of tools for handling the crisis and a separate set of tools for handling the success, then actually you can do 99.9% of all media interviews using two very simple toolkits. So let's start with the success, the positive. I'm saying it's as easy as ABC. First part of the A, answer the question. That's not what politicians do, but it's what you should be doing. So ignore the politicians, people don't trust them anymore. Be yourselves, the public trusts real people. Answer my question. Problem is, if you only answer a journalist's question and do nothing else, that doesn't work either. Because then what you're effectively doing is following the journalist's agenda. What you should be doing is setting your agenda. So then you've got to do two other things, steps B and C. B is a bridge, it's a link to get you from the A bit, answer the question, to the C bit, communicate. What should you be communicating? You've got to do a bit of preparation before you speak to the journalist and write down three key points. 3 nuggets of gold, which should have the wow factor, should be interesting, significant and newsworthy. Once you've got these 3 key points, you answer the journalist's question, you don't ignore the question, you answer the question, you bridge and you insert one of your key messages in every answer you give, regardless of the question being asked. What's a bridge? I don't mind. And, however, meanwhile, also, what's important is, and then you make one of your 3 key points. So what should these 3 key points be? I actually think you should think very carefully about them. And I think there are 2 tests you can apply to your 3 key points. Problem is, most people come up with jargon in the 3 key messages. I think you've got to say something newsworthy. So you've got to pass what I call the so what test. So for every one of these key points, just think so what. And if it passes the so what test, keep it in. If it doesn't, leave it out. The second test I would apply is something called surprise. Tell the journalist something they haven't heard before, something which is quite interesting, something which surprises them, and they'll be interesting. When I was at journalism school, I was told that the most interesting thing you can say is not dog bites man. That happens to postmen most days of the week. It's man bites dog. If you have a photo, that would be on the front page of the Sun newspaper, and Max Clifford will probably pay you £10,000 for the photo. So 3 key messages, pass the so what test, try and surprise me where you can. In terms of crisis, very simple. 3 R's, regret, reason, remedy. I prefer you to say sorry. So if you can say sorry, then do so. Some people think they can't say sorry because sorry carries with it an admission of liability, so the legal people, the insurers might not be too happy with you. It depends how you say sorry. You can say, I'm very sorry this has happened to somebody. I feel very sorry for the victims, of a massacre or a disaster. Or I feel very sorry for the family who has been bereaved by an incident at a local hospital where 3 people have died from MRSA or something like that. But where you can't say sorry, express regret. Regret, reason, remedy. The first thing is the regret, the second thing is the explanation, the reason, and the third thing is the remedy, what you're going to do to turn this round. Let me give you a very quick example. I work for councils, and sometimes the housing department of a council has a major incident on its hand. Perhaps a pensioner has died from carbon monoxide poisoning in a council flat. Perhaps the corgi engineer or equivalent has been sent out the previous week and has given it the 12-month corgi seal of approval. That's a disaster for you because a pensioner has died. It's your council, you're the housing officer, you're the housing director. What should you do? On the radio the next day, I will say to you, how can this happen? Surely you've been negligent. Where's your resignation letter? If you follow my 3 R's, this is what you should say. Can I first of all say the regret? That what's happened is a disaster. It's very, very regrettable. And the first thing I want to do is to express our sincere condolences to the family of Mrs. Smith, who has died on this road in our town last night. I can give you the name because the next of kin have been informed. Now, let me give you the facts. What actually happened? was that we don't know the cause of the death. We don't know why this lady has died. So what we've done is we've launched an investigation. That's your third R. And the investigation is trying to find out exactly what happened. Let me address the issue of carbon monoxide poisoning since you raised it. Obviously, carbon monoxide is a very deadly gas. So what we do, even though we don't have to, is every 5 years we send out something called a carbon monoxide tester kit to every one of our homes in our council. This morning, I'm going to send out 4,000 new carbon monoxide tester kits. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. The second thing we've done is we've identified 30 similar houses to the one in which this incident happened. And I've sent out a team of engineers to check out all the gas and all the electrical appliances to make sure that everything is safe and that our tenants feel reassured about their safety. Finally, on our website, you'll find updates on how this investigation is going and any information regarding if we found anything, because we want to be open with you. So that's what we've done. We're not prepared to speculate any further. I am happy to come on your radio show tomorrow morning and give you a further update should you have one. So it's as simple as that. It's the 3 R's, it's ABC. Make sure you've got 3 really good key messages and you'll be fine. This has been a short presentation on media training from Andrew Carapiet of Media Friendly. Thank you very much for your time.